What's up everybody, my name's Kevin Toppenberg. I've been restoring a Bridgeport mill. Last time I ended the video on a cliffhanger where I had that horrible noise coming up near the step pulley, and I promised this time we were going to go through all that. But as I was doing the video, I had some other footage that came before and then a whole bunch of footage that was like all in together. So I'm actually gonna break it up. This one is gonna just be a short video about fixing the collet retention screw in the nose. So it's gonna be a relatively short video. And I'm actually also working on the next one. I'm hoping next time that we're gonna be able to get all the way to the end. Anyway, I think we got a good show. This one's gonna be quick. So if you enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and some comments. By the way, look at those mountains back there. I love this time of year because you got the long shadows on the mountains and I think it's just beautiful. Okay, the next thing I need to do is the pin that's up inside the spindle that acts as a key for the collet to keep it from rotating when you're tightening it up is missing. So I'm going to need to rotate this head, take off the nose piece, and figure out what's going on with that. Mr. Pete, what is it, Mr. Pete 22 or something? Lyle Peterson has a great video about this. I just watched it the other day. So I'm going to get after it. I'm not going to go into all the detail that he does. Refer you to him for the lowdown. All right. Well, it turns out that when you fill it full of oil and then you tip it on its side, the oil comes out. Who would have thought? So I have this kind of wrench. I think it may be called a spanner wrench. That's got two pins and they should just fit right into there. The problem is that when I make enough clearance for the center hub, it's about, quarter of an inch or a little less. The pin is out too far. So I need to make a pin that sticks out longer so I can be outside that hub. So I'm gonna have to try to see if I can make a longer pin. That'll probably take me a little bit. Future Kevin here. There's a set screw around back that needs to be taken out before you take the nose piece off. Okay, it's been a couple hours. I first of all just tried taking something like this, drilled a hole through, put a bolt through, tried putting it on one side, hammering it just to see if I could rotate it. The bolt promptly broke. So then I decided I would try to make some different inserts for this. And turns out this is a really odd size. The outer diameter is 345 thousandths, which doesn't seem to be a standard nominal bolt size, and it's 20 threads per inch. So I got some other bolts, used my lathe, brought them down to 345, then threaded them. And then I have ground down to some tips, which just fits in there. So we'll see. This bolt says BM8. I hope that means that they don't bend very much. All right, I'll give it a try. All right, I got it fit here. I've got a witness mark on there so I can get it back. Hope it's not crazy, something like left-handed thread. I need to go back and watch that video again. I don't recall him saying it was a left-handed thread. I don't know why it would be. Let me show what I had to do to finally break it free. Took my drawbar, put a collet in there, was able to get the collet to stick even though the pin's missing. Put a 1/2 inch bolt, put this through there, drilled 3 holes for my pin, used this to pull that in so that it couldn't cam out. And then had to get this all spaced out just right, hit it, and it comes off. And it is a standard, I guess it'd be right-handed thread. What a hassle, hours of work. All right, when I got in here, the set screw was present. It had just apparently backed out. When I look at it, it's got a round tip. The one in Mr. Pete's video had a square piece, more like a key, but this seems to be just the right size and it goes in there fine. I just flattened the top with a sander and then I kind of tried to sand around the base to just make it a little bit more prominent, just to clean it up a little bit. And when I put this old collet in, Actually, let me get a newer one. All right, let's make sure that that goes in good. So like right now I can twist it. Well, all right, I can't twist it there. It also doesn't go all the way up in there. Maybe it's hitting yeah, it's hitting the drawbar. Okay, so it does not twist. Yeah, I think that'll look good. All right, I'm gonna put there's a second set screw that's actually a ring because it's so shallow. See, the thing goes right through it, and then that goes in there to tighten it up. I want to take a break for just a second and tell you about a time when I was in some bumper-to-bumper traffic down near Knoxville, Tennessee. And this big machine was in the right-hand lane, we were in the left-hand lane. And, you know, we kept getting closer and I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get up by it or not. But finally we came up to the side and asked the driver what it was, and he said it was a big planer. It must be pretty old. It's got all the belts there. Anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. Thought you all might like it. Okay, good news, bad news. Bad news is I forgot there was a set screw that needs to be taken out before you take the nose piece off. Good news is mine was missing, so it didn't actually do any damage. Mine came with this indentation where the set screw is supposed to go in. I put a witness mark there so that I can know how to line that up. I had made myself a Sharpie mark to try to get it back to where it was initially, but with my handling, I think I rubbed it off. So we'll use this to line up with that. When I looked in there, it was just completely full of junk. I couldn't see, but it looked like fine threads, 1/4 inch. And I had some 1/4 inch fine short set screws. I think I bought these when I was restoring my other mill. So I tapped that out to 1/4 28, which is a fine thread. All right, let me get that in, get the nose piece on. I also sanded, got some gunk off that. Okay, I've got it in there. I got the set screw countersunk, and that does it for this job. I'm gonna get it all set back up. At some point I need to tram it. I thought about drilling 2 additional holes that had a greater radius so that next time I wouldn't have to stand on my head, but you know, I have that tool now, I have those insert pieces, and I don't have a good way to do it real accurately. I'd like another mill to be able to do that, so I've just decided to leave it as it is. All right. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and some comments, and come back next time. We can see the finish line. It is so close. We are almost done with this restoration. I'm really excited to be able to show you all the footage, and so come back next time. Peace out.